Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you? Happy Sunday. It's not the best Sunday, is it? It's a bit grey and grizzly out there. Today, however, something that isn't grey and grizzly is the video that I'm doing today. Today I'm doing my TBR for the Bookbuddyathon. So the Bookbuddyathon is a readathon hosted by Elena from Elena Reads Books and Janet from Swirly Girly Reads. They've hosted it for many years now. This is the first time I'm joining in, and you do a readathon based on, so you pick some books and you read them. They've got some prompts for those books, and you also do it with a buddy. Now my buddy is Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Muses. You may or may not have heard of her. I'll link her channel down below. And the challenges are as follows. So I'm just going to show you the 5 books that I've got planned to read this week. Potentially not going to finish them all this week, but definitely would want to get to them at some point this week. So the first one is you do a buddy read with your buddy. So as I said, my buddy is Mercedes, and we both have a gorgeous copy of The Gloaming by Kirsty Logan. And we are going to buddy read this. This is a book that's set in the same world. So a few years ago there was a book out called The Gracekeepers, also by Kirsty Logan, this book is set in the same world as that. So it's a world where the majority of the land is flooded, and there are some, and a lot of people live at sea, and there's mermaids and travelling entertainers, and oh my god, it's just, yeah, it's just beautiful and wonderful. And yeah, we're going to start buddy reading that tomorrow. Oh, I should have said the readathon runs from the 9th until the 15th of April as well. So Mercedes and I are going to start that tomorrow. We've just this second finished buddy reading the Poisonwood Bible as well. We just can't get enough of buddy reading with each other. So that's my book that I'm going to be reading for buddy read. The next prompt is friendship, and this was already on my TBR, as was this one, so it's worked out quite well. This is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. This is what I'm reading for my online book club. I run a book club on Facebook with some friends, and we are going to be reading this month. And this is about 4 friends, Frances, Bobby, Nick and Melissa, and their chats, and it says here that they ask each other endless questions. As their relationships unfold in person and online, they discuss sex and friendship, art and literature, politics and gender, and of course one another. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this. I've seen this, the paperback of this is out at the moment, so this seems to be in the forefront of my mind. I've heard it's really funny, I've heard it's really readable, and yeah, looking forward to getting into that. So that's for friendship. Excuse me. The next one is for adventure. And that is a graphic novel, and that is Paper Girls 2. I read Paper Girls, the first edition, the first volume of this, in February. Minnie bought it for David for Christmas because we'd heard that if you like Stranger Things, then you'll really like Paper Girls. Now I haven't watched Stranger Things. Maybe I'm the only person in the world that hasn't watched Stranger Things. But I read the first edition of Paper Girls on February Cozy Reading Night in one sitting, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So I bought the second one instantly and haven't got round to reading it yet, so I will definitely be reading that. And this is about 4 girls. They are paper girls who deliver papers, and the first volume, I'm saying volume, I'm saying edition, I'm saying got graphic novel, I'm confusing everything. Hello Sneaky! David's just stood at the door in his towel because he's just had a nice morning bath. And yeah, so this is yeah, so there's been a sort of alien invasion, and there's adventure involved with the 4 girls that are in this. So yeah, that is the book I picked for adventure. The 4th prompt is fun, and this is one that I already started last night. So I've already mentioned that I wanted to read this month, and that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and nothing brings me more fun and joy than Harry Potter. And last night David and I went to bed at 10 to 10 on a Saturday night. We'd watched the 100-foot journey and had an Indian takeaway, and David was like, I'm really tired now, should we go to bed? So he went to bed. I wasn't tired, so I thought, well, I'm going to start on Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I've also got the other two, the illustrated editions. I've got the Chamber of Secrets and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm looking up there because that's where they live. And Goblet of Fire's out this year. They normally come out around like September time. I'm wondering if they're going to split Goblet of Fire into 2, because they just, I mean, if this is how big the Philosopher's Stone is, imagine how big the Goblet of Fire will be. So I started reading this last night. I read the first chapter, and I will continue to read this. Maybe I'll read like a chapter a night in bed. This is really heavy, so this is not one that you sort of would read outside of bedtime. So yeah, this is my the book that I picked for fun. I'm going to put that there, but that's precarious. And then the last prompt is new, and that can be a book that's new to you, a book that is new out. It just so happened that this is a book that's new to me and new out. I picked the last book that I'd been sent by a publisher, and I'm really, really excited about this. This is Bookworm, a memoir of childhood reading by Lucy Mangan. And if you just look at the front cover, it's got all things that are to do with things that she read during her childhood. So there's a pair of ballet shoes there, there's a bottle of like poison or something, or maybe medicine, wizard's hat, caterpillar, robin, big cat, and on the back it continues with other bits. Oh god, it's just absolutely, and it's foiled, and I just feel like this is really exciting. I love remembering, I was a real big reader when I was younger, so I love sort of casting my mind back and remembering what I read at that time of my life, and I just feel like this is going to be a real nostalgia trip for me as well. So I've already seen that she mentions things like, where did I see that she'd learn? Oh, Look and Learn, which is something that I used to watch when I was a child, and Where the Wild Things Are, which is a book that I read when I was a little bit older, but I still remember it. And I just feel like this will be a lovely, lovely book. I'm just seeing if there's any sneaky things under the, oh no, there's not. There's nothing sneaky under the dust jacket. But yeah, it is, I'm really excited about this. I feel like this is a wonderful idea. So very, very much looking forward to that. So those are the 5 books that I am planning on reading for the Bookbuddyathon. I will link Janet and Elena's channels down below. I will also link Mercedes TBR, as we are buddy reading. And let me know if you're joining in on the Bookbuddyathon this year. Let me know if you've read any of these books. I'm going to try and lift them up now. They're in a bit of an awkward order because the big one needs to be on the bottom really, but these are the books that I'm planning on reading for the Bookbuddyathon, and I would love to hear if you guys are joining in too, and I will see you all again soon in my next booktube video. Goodbye!